going on at Buckingham Palace, where Omid Scobie's book Endgame has really got royal feathers ruffled, to say the least. And it was published on Tuesday, yesterday, or today, has already been published in Australia, and it is causing one hell of a storm. And what I think about this, I think we've got Piers Morgan talking about it in just a second, but I'll just put in my oar in first. I mean, I've read I've read all the stuff in the papers, and I've seen all this before.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
There doesn't seem to be anything new. I think if I was being unflattering to Mr. Scobie, I would say that this is what we call in journalism a cuts job. Let's have a listen to Piers talking about it last night on Piers Morgan Uncensored on TalkTV.
I got a copy of the book today, and I just checked, as you do, it's a digital copy. I did a little search, up I come 3 or 4 times. And on one occasion, he states, as a fact, that I have regular phone conversations with Queen Camilla. For the record, I have never had a single phone conversation with Queen Camilla. Now, he says, as a fact, in his book, that we have regular phone conversations. That I know, personally know, is an absolute lie.
Not only that, he got the time of the Queen's announcement of her death completely wrong. He got the date of her funeral completely wrong. Even the basics you could get off Wikipedia, the man doesn't seem to have gotten right. And he talks about Endgame. This is his sad little fantasy, isn't it? For some reason, he's just hell-bent on wanting the royal family to disappear. Thinks he can make a, quid or two off the back of it. He probably can, because there'll be miserable old Republicans out there who'll buy that piece of rubbish. But, I mean, frankly, it should be his own Endgame. You're not a journalist. You don't do your research. You haven't even got any sources. You can't attribute anything to anybody. It's just speculation, and it's just nasty. In the words of the Donald, it's nasty.
It's like I say, it's a cuts job. I mean, he's just taken everything that's been written in the papers. Now, the papers, much as I love them, I owe my life to them and all that, they do turn the royal family, the sagas of the royal family, into this kind of tawdry soap opera. That's why we're all drawn to them, and that's why I think is the main function of the royal family.
We invented the concept of the Kardashians, right?
To provide us. No, we invented the concept of the royals. They provide us with entertainment. That's what this is all about. Now, but there is a reality beyond the way the royals are written about. In the end, they're just human beings in a kind of a weird family. Omid Scobie's read all these stories in the tabloids and all that around the world, and has taken them as fact. He thinks that the royal family are involved in these kind of sort of all-out battles and God knows what. I mean, he's just read the papers, collated it all and turned it into a book. And I think he does have some contact with Harry and Meghan, but not nearly as much as you think, because Harry and Meghan would have shot a lot of this rubbish down.
But he's just a sad little bootlicker, isn't he?
Well, he's going to make a sad little rich bootlicker.
Well, he's a sad little rich bootlicker, isn't he? Until imagine if the royal family were to libel him and sue him, and then just build another palace off his back.
This is the other thing that people like Omid Scobie live on, and a lot of publications live on this, and that is that the royal family don't sue, never complain, never explain. So you can say the most outrageous things about the royal family, and by tradition, they will not launch legal action. What's been interesting is the way that Harry and Meghan have turned that on their head, and they launch legal action at the drop of a hat.
Well, I can say, though, Omid, we've still got the Tower of London, my friend, so watch your step.